Okay, guys, this is Ben from Turbo Dynamics. I'm here to kind of show you how to pick your performance package for your 998 Turbo machine, either from 2017 up to 2021. That accounts for the Sidewinder, the SRX, the ZR9000, and the Thundercat. So we're going to cover the basic kits and also the intermediate kits and high performance kits as well, but we won't cover the very big kits like the Stage 6 or the race package right now because that's going to be on the second video. So I'm going to show you here. First, you pick your type of sled. You got a Sidewinder SRX. This is the section for you. If you have a Thundercat, of course, this is the section for you. So one of the great product that we made is the Build Your Own Turbo Dynamics Sidewinder SRX Performance Tuning Package. So that package, you can pick exactly what you want, from really a basic, just a tune, to a full package with all kinds of different options, like an intake, clutch weights, a header, an intercooler, and more. So we're gonna start with a basic kit here. So for example, if you're only looking to get higher performance, but you don't want any sound, you want a factory sound. Also, if you're riding in Quebec area, it's better if you have a stock muffler, for example. So you're gonna want to pick like a TD stock muffler tune or a TD Power Trail stock muffler tune. So these are the tuned options there. TD Power Trail stock muffler. Also, you have the TD Max Pool 16, which is a very big power tune, very safe as well, a 91 octane rated tune. That tune can be made even more powerful with a header. We've seen upwards of 282 horsepower, and that's not even with a Stage 6. So that's a fairly basic package with a header, a stock muffler, and the TD Max Pool 16 tune. So let's start with the most basic one, the TD Echo Trail stock muffler. You're looking at roughly 240 horsepower. This tune can run on 87 to 91 octane. So it's really not picky at all for fuel. It's ultra safe, of course. And you can run it with factory weights. On the Sidewinder, the factory weights are not that good. You can actually make a lot more track horsepower by picking a set of Dalton weights. So right now I'm scrolling down to the weight section. And so with a TD Echo Trail stock muffler tune, you can pick the most basic weight we have, the QAY 66, or you can do the QAY 70 as well. So those two are you can pick one of the two. I picked the 70 if you have the intention of upgrading to like a Power Trail or something more powerful later on, because the QAY 66 are only good for a stock and Echo Trail stock muffler, and even then they're fairly lightweight. They're fairly lightweight, and they're not going to cover much more than 230, 240 horsepower. So definitely I'd pick the QAY 70, and also with this same weight, the QAY 70, you can pick the TD Power Trail tune, which makes 250 to about 260 horsepower with a stock muffler. Of course, the Power Trail tune, you may have seen it at more than 250, for example, 275 plus, but that's with an aftermarket muffler, really the same tune with more fuel, made for aftermarket muffler. So here at TD, we really tailor the tune for the exact hardware package that you want. So now that we've kind of covered the stock muffler stuff, apart from maybe adding a cold air intake, that's about all you'll do with a stock muffler, and a header, of course, if you have the budget for it, that gives you more power. So let's just jump to the more powerful package here. We're gonna restart the package here. Of course, at the top, as you can see, I just picked the currency. So you can pick your Canadian dollar or US dollar. And of course, you'll pay in your exact currency. You won't get any conversion fees. We also have a USA warehouse now. It ships from USA. If you buy from Canada, it ships from Canada. So, we're really trying to save you guys some money. The shipping rates have dropped quite a bit. You know, for USA we have free shipping. For Canada we have free shipping over $500. USA you only need $115 to get free shipping. So you know, the goal, we want to kind of expand our line and even our smaller products, and the shipping costs were prohibitive. So let's build a fancier package. Okay, so one of the popular packages this year is the multi-map bundle. This is pretty much all the tunes: the Equatrail, the Power Trail, the Max Pool, the Max 17, the Max 20. The number of tunes really depends on the hardware. So you know, with a multi-map, you'll probably want to pick a 3-bar map sensor. You don't have to, but if you want to get over 17 pounds of boost, it's definitely recommended. It's not recommended, it's needed. And then with a multi-map, a lot of people will pick like a super quiet muffler, or for even more power, they'll pick a 3-inch super quiet. You know, there's other options. You know, they're all different deals. The MBRP is very low price. It's a good muffler for the dollar. You can get also a stock modified muffler that's very, very quiet, makes more power than stock. You know, we also have actually, you know, right now I just realized we didn't put the new 3-inch super stock modified muffler. It's a 3-inch muffler. It's also quiet, and we definitely got to add it in this package, or we're going to do that by tomorrow. So on the multi-map, you'll probably want to pick at least a DTA Y1, because of course a wide range of power that the multi-map makes. If you're gonna run like more like Echo power in Max 17, I'd pick the DTA Y1. If you're gonna run between Max 17 and Max 20 and up, definitely get the DTA Y2 right here. So as we're clicking options there, we're building up a package. It's changing the price up top. So we're gonna scroll right back up. See, so multi-map, 3-bar, we got the super quiet, the 3-inch super quiet, the Dalton weights. We're probably gonna throw a cold air intake. Another nice option here is the Ram Air by Gap, which is like a factory bolt-on Ram Air, which, you know, it's an OEM look and feel. So for now, let's say we're gonna pick the TD cold air intake. Both give big power gains. The Ram Air maybe a little bit more. All depends what you want. And then with the multi-map, definitely get like a TD cluster flash, you know, so you can switch tunes really quickly with just one button. You can also see your boost, and if ever you get the O2 option, the wideband O2, to check your air fuel ratio, you can see it right on your dash. Okay, so we're gonna click this one. You also can get the flasher, so you can reflash your own ECU, but that's a more expensive option. We'll cover that in another section. Okay, so this year we got something really, really cool. It's called the TD Gap closed loop auto tuning option. That really gives a big kick in horsepower, and also a very, very big improvement on fuel economy. This will pretty much keep your air fuel always at optimal condition, optimal settings for any condition. For example, your high altitude, it's gonna pull some fuel. It's a hot day, it's gonna pull some fuel. It's a super cold and dry day, you're making big power. It's gonna add a little bit of fuel to kind of keep it safe. So with this auto tuning option, pretty much the tunes are gonna come a little bit more aggressive, because you know, this will always verify that the air fuel is optimal. So we can take a bit more chances on the tuning. We don't have to put it on a safe, you know, fatter air fuel ratio. So a lot of people will want to pick this option here. And if you pick the closed loop option, you definitely want to pick the AEM wideband O2 module. Okay, and as for the clutching, a lot of people pick the iTorque roller or the Thunder product roller to improve on the factory rollers. They're not very good. If your machine is new, you're probably good for a little while. The rollers are better on the newer models, but they're not perfect, and you might want to pick a set of these up. So same thing goes for the primary clutch rollers. That's another option for newer machine. It's not really an issue. And then you got the belt adjuster. That's also an option. Definitely get the blow-up valve though with a multi-map package. Anything over 16 pound of boost, it's gonna leak some pressure, and then you're gonna lose some power. You're not gonna make optimal power on the big tunes. definitely do get the Turbo Smart blow-off valve. We have a lot of them in stock, a lot of them on order. These really sell well. Okay. Also, the belly pan, I definitely recommend that belly pan saver. Now you are going to break a belt at one point, and when you break a belt and you break your belly pan, the snow gets into your belt. It's really not a fun ride. The belt wants to slip. So sometimes you can break a few belts and you won't break your belly pan, but on a cold day it can only break one time and you might crack your belly pan. You're going to regret not having one of these guards. So now the fuel pump, that's an option. It really depends on the muffler you're running. If you're running like a big 3-inch exhaust, as we mentioned here, a 3-inch exhaust, like a header, you definitely want to get the fuel pump because you're going to be making over 300 horsepower on Max 17 and up, right? So if you're going to stay with a 2.5 muffler and you're not going too crazy on the kit, you don't have to get this fuel pump upgrade. This is pretty much a bolt-on. It's very, very simple. Anybody who's done a little bit of mechanical work can get it installed. We actually have a new tube for it now that's easier to install. It's kind of a very flexible tube, and before you had to be careful when you installed it, but this is really simple now. So let's say we added, because we're building a pretty big package here. The header, a very nice option. Here we don't talk about horsepower, but there's significant gains. Like a header really changes the tunes. Like the tunes are actually different for the header because it's roughly around 20 horsepower, and even the response is better. We also have now, this is a Gen 1 right now. This is the most affordable one we got. We also have the Gen 2, a little bit more power. They're both awesome upgrades. The Gen 2 a bit more money. It's built a little bit more like a tank, so it's different kind of hardware. So the Gen 2 is more like a very high miles header, and the other one is more of a racing / trail. You can do a decent amount of miles. It's also very reliable. And this here we've upgraded to 321 stainless bellow on both headers because there was a few failure last year, not many, but we had a few, and because of that we decided to upgrade the bellow to the best money can buy. So another option, TD Super Cooler, excellent upgrade. It comes with a high flow intake, intercooler tubes. It's a big package, but it's fairly expensive, so definitely this is more like a high-end option. So you go up here, all these option here, that over 300 horsepower kit, looking at 3,800 Canadian. And if we switch to USD, now of course it's going to reset your account. So definitely pick your currency before you build your package, because you're going to have to restart over. That package there was roughly in the 2,700 US dollar. So let's build now one last package, a very, the best bang for your buck, okay? So I'm gonna give you a little secret here on a good little package that's really affordable. So multi-map bundle, 3-bar upgrades, super quiet muffler, set of weights, DTAY1. If you want to save some money, don't get a cold air, but they're not too much money. So let's just add one. The jukebox, TD cluster flash, and this option is so cool. Honestly, you really should pick it, but it is a good money, so it is an option. The package works really well without closed loop, so there's just closed loop just improves on it. So see, for $18.49 US dollar, this package here is going to give you easily 300 horsepower on the Max 22. It's roughly around 305 horsepower, that package. So once you're ready to add it to your cart, all you got to do is click add to cart, and then you're going to see it in your cart. Hopefully I cleared my cart before I did that exercise there. Okay, then I'm gonna go view my cart, confirm that everything is correct. Yeah, obviously here I didn't clear my cart. So I'm gonna change my quantities to the correct ones. In this case, I already had built a few cars. We're kind of doing examples or doing video. Okay, so these were just tests I was doing. Okay, so now we have the package we built here on the video, and if you read on the package, it tells you what you picked. So choose your TD Reflash Tune Bundle, multi-map bundle. It tells you what tunes you have in there. Your map sensor upgrade, tree bar. You do have the map sensor upgrade, turbodynamic super quiet muffler, Dalton adjustable weights, and the cold air intake, and as well as a dash flash. So that's the package right now, $18.49 US. Also, don't forget to add the coupon TD Special 10. See, you save $184 US. Also, like I said, we have great shipping prices. So hit the checkout, pick your payment method. You can pay with PayPal, credit card. There's a few different kind of payments, even Google Pay. So, and you'll pay in your right currency. You're not gonna get hidden fees. If you're Canadian, you're gonna pay in Canadian dollars. If you're US USD customer, you're gonna pay in USD. So, if you have any questions, give us a call at 1-800-549-0246. We'll be happy to answer your questions. In the meantime, feel free to browse our web store. We have many different options on the web store. I'll just give you a quick overview. So for example, on the Sidewinder section, if you look, you got your packages, your ECU flasher and accessory. If you want to flash your own ECU, you got your tunes, you got your performance exhaust system, the airflow intake, the iFlow intake, the clutch upgrades, and also the racing kits. That's what we're going to cover another time, and also engine parts. So feel free to go browse that site and experiment. And once you're ready to purchase, you can either purchase right on the web store or give us a call, and we'll guide you to the perfect kit. So I'd like to wish you a great evening, and thank you for listening.